Hello, it's Maxi Moyer and welcome to this week's playlist, 5-word songs. This playlist, like a number on my YouTube channel, was inspired by the popular quiz programme on the UK's BBC TV called Pointless. If you're not familiar with the format, it's an excellent general knowledge contest which uniquely seeks answers from obscure knowledge. Throughout the contest, teams try to find answers that no one else knows. When this happens, they achieve the highly sought-after, pointless answer. Recently, my attention was drawn to a round naming chart-topping 5-word songs. My competitive nature left me looking for tracks to improve on the quiz's musical selection, and here are the results. The tracks on my playlist are all 5-word title hit songs from the UK charts, but not necessarily number one hits or hits of all time. Beyond the pointless quiz and its wacky questions, I was surprised to discover the range of significance given to the number 5. It's sometimes associated with self-confidence and spiritual growth. In Feng Shui, the oriental art of optimizing human energy flows, house number 5 can bless occupiers with good health and adventure. Elsewhere, number 5 is central to the term quintessential, and if you're into life paths, travel and exploring are integral to path number 5. Returning to 5-word title songs, we find that they are relatively rare. In American Billboard's Top 100 of all time, comprising mainly of ballads, anthems and mainstream rock, only 10% of songs have 5-word titles. The UK chart's 100 greatest singles of all time includes more genres with rock, soft rock, ballads, pop, feel-good, disco dance and novelty tracks all represented. However, 5-word song titles still only account for 15% of the selection. If we look at the Beatles, a world-famous band with a huge back catalogue of some 340 releases, just 7% of their songs have 5-word titles. A quick scan across all of these examples shows that in addition to being relatively scarce, there's a tendency for 5-word title songs to be older numbers. Interestingly, for the Beatles at least, some of their greatest outputs are 5-word title songs. Amongst the standouts in part 1 of my playlist is the Bee Gees' 1977 classic, How Deep Is Your Love? The Gibb brothers recorded the album and soundtrack to Saturday Night Fever at the Chateau Hérouville in France. That's the honky chateau where Elton John cut 3 of his albums in the early 70s. The musical heritage of the place was not lost on keyboard player Blue Weaver, previously of Amen Corner fame. Weaver explains, "We went into this beautiful room in the chateau. Chopin has stayed there, so every time I looked at this piano I envisioned Chopin playing. I sat down at the piano and thought of his prelude in E-flat. Then through the stained glass window came a beam of sunlight as Barry sang the first line of How Deep Is Your Love? I know your eyes in the morning sun." How Deep Is Your Love really is the Bee Gees at their musical best. Beautiful lyrics and perfect harmonies. A song just about everyone has wanted to cover. Deservedly, in 1977, it topped the US and UK charts and won them a Grammy Award for Best Pop Performance by a Group.